Hi, welcome to the student dashboard module of the RAW system. Now, this is the parent access portal, right? Student and parent, I should put it that way, student and parent access portal for where they have access to things like the lesson notes created by facilitators, result catalog, payments, pocket money breakdown, e-library material, and also participate in elections. Now, when you come to the dashboard, there's one key feature on the dashboard we call the current term monitor. Now, what this current term monitor does is it helps parents keep track of their child's academic performance before the result is even ready, before the exam is even ready. Now, when the facilitators enter the project, right, now you will see the project will already be available. When they enter assignment, you see your assignment will be available. When they enter CA1 will be available. When they enter CA2 will be available. When they enter exam will be available. So it helps the parents keep track of their child's activity so that if there's any place your child is wanting before the exam, you can now be able to know how you're going to tackle that situation, keep your child or bring him up to speed before the exam. Normally, you have to wait for open day to have access to your child's record, but with the current time monitor, you have real-time access to your child's performance, right? Then you also have something down here that shows you your child's performance against the class average, right? Then if we go to lesson notes now, if there's any lesson note that has been generated by the facilitators for this class, the parents will have access to it. So that the parents can even review the notes that is being used to teach their children in school, in case you want to, for parents that are interested in keeping track and asking their children questions about their performance. Then you have the result catalog. Now, in this result catalog, it allows you, as you can see, you can have access to your child's result from JS1 to the particular class that the child currently is. So the parents don't need to go to the school for, if you need any term result of your child, you can have access to any term result. You see here, you can export PDF and a quick review. So that's basically what you have on the result catalog. Then when you come to payments, now this payments now gives you a breakdown of all the payments you have made as a parent. If there's any balance, you see all your balance from this place here, right? Then you can go to pocket money. Now, this pocket money gives you a breakdown of all the deposits you've made for pocket money and all the withdrawal your child has made for pocket money. And if there's any overdraft, you can see your overdraft here. So you know, oh, this is what I'm owing the school. And then when you want to make deposit, you can make deposit to make sure that the deposit covers for the overdraft and your child still has a certain balance. And you can see in the breakdown for the withdrawal, it also shows you reason why your child collected that particular money. So you don't need anybody to explain to you how your child actually spend the pocket money you give them in school, right? So they also have the e-library. This e-library is where basically you can have access to, if your child borrowed any book, and you can see have access to, oh, your child has borrowed these particular books, and if they have any defaults, you see here. If you don't have any defaults, you can just have access to, oh, your child borrowed this book on this particular day and return it on this particular day, right? Then you can have access to this My Collection, allows the students now to be able to use the AI to build textbook, right? So the same thing with the AI bookmaker on the e-library and on the OSCORE models, but this time around it's for students. So the students can basically build their own textbook. So this allows students now to contribute to the e-library archive that the school has, right? So select a particular target class. Let's say I want to build a general base book. Then select the number of chapters. Let's say I want to build a book on society, the norms of the society, for example, something like this. And category, let's look at philosophy. Let's book show cover all the norms of our current society. Okay? And say read outline. Now, this is for the student can review their outlines and everything. On the chapter, they can add subtopic if they're satisfied. They can do draft outline. Now this guy now takes them to the builder and it literally build their books. They can see the content for the chapter 1, they can add image link and that stuff. Then they also have access to the refine option to allow them refine this book. And they also have this research assistant. Now, what this research assistant does is it's kind of a chat system that allows the student discuss anything they want on that particular chapter with the AI model. And when they are done, they can add it into the stuff. So let's say, what is the benefit of what do you have here? Let's say social norms, teenagers. For example, ask the AI this question, it goes in there, gives you provide a sense of blah blah blah. And then if you're satisfied, you can come into this place. After they've done all their research, whatever response the AI model is giving them back, it catalogs it into saved research material, right? So they can always come in here, analyze, and insert into the chapter. Now, they insert that into the chapter. Now you see now, social norms and teenagers. The AI now goes in there, check their research material, and then finds where this research material can fit into the chapter, and it plugs it into the chapter, right? So approve and continue. So with this now, it can allow students to actually build books and research at the same time. So they can use this as a research resource. So instead of actually going into other LLMs out there to basically do research and start wondering how they can gather their research into a place, they can use AI Bookmaker to make research on a particular topic, on a particular subject, and actually build a book from it. So it's a two-way win. The student is making a research and getting more insight, and at the same time, the students are contributing to the e-library catalog of the school, right? So they approve and continue all the way to the end. And you see, easy, the student has built a textbook on the norms of the society. So you see now you have the norms of the society, you have it in here, currently it's in their draft. And we also have an AI moderator in there that in case the students want to add any content that is explicit, the AI stops them from basically adding this into their book content, right? So then we also have the election session. Now, if there's an ongoing election, the students and the parents can use this to participate in an election in the school, right? So this basically covers an overview of what the student dashboard module does in the ROS system, right? So thank you very much for walking through this with me.